NATO agrees to assist in securing the Strait of Hormuz. But the reality of this maritime security operation is far more dangerous than a simple naval patrol. At this very moment, 20% of the world's oil is effectively held hostage in a geopolitical choke point. If this critical waterway remains closed, every aspect of your daily life, from the cost of fuel to the price of basic groceries, will skyrocket. But why did an alliance historically built to defend Europe suddenly pivot to the Middle East? The answer alters the entire global balance. Stay until the end to understand the hidden trade route breach that forced Washington's hand. Here is what the mainstream media will not tell you. This isn't a routine military clearance mission. It is a desperate maneuver to prevent a total collapse of international relations and energy markets. Publicly, Trump demanded immediate action, and the alliance initially balked. But behind closed doors, a massive geopolitical shift is already underway. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte and key European diplomats understand that an unhealthy codependence on American forces has left their own economies completely exposed. As the threat level mounts in the Persian Gulf, specialized operations and a joint maritime response team are actively being organized entirely outside of formal treaty structures. The UK is quietly leading the charge, coordinating mine hunters, air assets, and advanced surveillance technology to counter imminent threats in the waters. Meanwhile, major commercial hubs from Dubai to Abu Dhabi are preparing for potential fallout. The mainstream news feed paints this as an alliance fracture, but it is actually a calculated reorganization. They are bypassing standard bureaucratic hurdles to secure global traffic and prevent a cascading economic crash. To comprehend the absolute gravity of this moment, look at the history of recent maritime blockades or the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. When a critical geographic artery is severed, the fallout cannot be contained by any single nation. It requires a robust, multinational force to restore the flow of commerce. Ask yourself, how long can the global economy survive when 1/5 of its energy supply is abruptly, completely cut off? We are not looking at a slight inflation bump. We are facing a scenario where shipping rates jump by hundreds of percent, plunging nations into immediate, deep recession. Intelligence analysts know that adversaries like China are watching this specific theater closely. If the Western alliance fails to keep the strait open, it signals a terminal decline in their combined power and global reach. The sobering truth is that the world is rapidly transitioning into a highly volatile era of fragmented security. The old rules no longer apply. As threats evolve, this makeshift coalition must succeed, or the subsequent economic shockwave will hit your wallet with devastating force. Will this newly formed framework hold, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for the traditional transatlantic partnership? Head to the comments and tell me, do you believe this European coalition has the actual capability to secure the strait, or is it already too late? Share this video with anyone who needs to hear the truth, and post your reaction below.